What's going on, you guys? Welcome to the Cowboys Corner. This is Talking Crazy. Yeah, it's 2026. Talking Crazy's back. And guys, I gotta start the show off with a heavy heart. Simus, as you guys know him, Simus 1974. Simus Says passed away a week ago. Suddenly, unexpected. When I talked to him back in 2020, we did the show catching up, and Simus was one of the guests on the show, and he brought up how COVID really affected him with his heart, with his health, and fast forward to 2023, he had another health scare, and now he's no longer with us. So, being on this platform 11 years, you got to meet people, you got to interact with people, you get to debate with people, and we lost a Cowboy fan. We lost, his family lost a husband, a dad, a grandpa. Shout out to Simus, and may he rest in peace, man. It's tragic, guys. Hug your loved ones because tomorrow's not promised. But Simus would not want us to do this. He would want us to carry on and talk about these Cowboys, and that's what we're gonna do. How's everybody doing? Champs, how you doing, Champs?
Man, I'm doing good, man. Just like what you said about Simon's, my first heard about it, man, that broke my heart, man. Cause he from my neighborhood.
Yeah, Oak Cliff.
Yeah, I went to Carter High School.
Yep. Football. We got a new face here on Talking Crazy on the corner of Crazy and Cowboy. We got Football Junkie in the house. Football Junkie, what's up, man?
How's it going, fella?
How you doing, man?
We're doing it. We're living it. We're feeling it.
Happy New Year to you all, fellas.
Oh, you too, man.
You as well. And then, of course, we got Uncensored. Hide the wives, hide the kids. Uncensored is live. What's up, Uncensored?
Always, brother. I'm doing great. Happy New Year to everybody.
You too, man.
Yes. Nate Dogg in the house. We got Jesse in the house. We got Dog Pound in the house. We got your boy Mike in the house as well. I got a couple more links to send out here on Twitter. But hey, guys, Cowboys missed the playoffs, and we're gonna swing right into this bad boy. I got Dak Prescott on the thumbnail for a reason. All right, and I'm gonna start off with Uncensored first here. Does Dak Prescott sign that extension? The Dallas Cowboys have missed the playoffs both years. Do you see the Dallas Cowboys making the playoffs with Dak Prescott on this contract?
Maybe if they keep him past 2027, maybe. So if next year, no, 2027, after you get these first round draft picks in, if they play their hands right and build this defense away from Dak Prescott, I think you can get them. They can carry them to the playoffs. Can Dak Prescott on $60 million carry this team into the playoffs? Absolutely not.
Ooh. There it is. Football Junkie. Cowboys, they missed the playoffs 2 years in a row since Dak Prescott signed that extension. We got Danny Savage on the corner of Crazy and Cowboys as well. But Football Junkie, can the Dallas Cowboys make the playoffs with Dak Prescott at the helm?
I'm in agreement to an extent of yes, they possibly could if they do the right thing for bringing in the right defensive coordinator and don't sit on their hands and do the buddy thing. If Jerry goes with Jerry policies and stuff like that we've been seeing with his antics and going about how he's going about hiring coaches and stuff like that, no, I don't see Dak Prescott going to the playoffs. It's all about how they address the defensive needs and how they also go about strengthening that offensive line. We have to look at the picking situation. We also have to look at the running back situation. There's a multitude of things that we really have to look at. Have to look at as an organization in order to make that progressive step towards the right direction of making it to the playoffs with Dak Prescott as quarterback. And I still also have the lingering effect in my mind of Dak Prescott leadership abilities as a quarterback.
Okay. All right. No, Danny Savage, what's going on, man? Happy New Year.
What's up? Happy New Year, everybody.
Hey.
Hey, I'm gonna swing the topic right to you, Draft Guru. The Cowboys, since Dak Prescott signed that contract, is 0-2 in playoff appearances. With Dak getting older and stuff, Do you see the Dallas Cowboys with the remaining years of that contract with Dak Prescott? Do you see Dak Prescott leading this team back into the playoffs?
2026? No, I don't. And I've said this before. I think 2026 season is going to be worse than 2025.
Oh, I can't take it.
I'm just saying, like, okay, Dak is Dak, but he's going to be a year older.
Mhm.
Watching him scramble this year was painful. The offensive line situation. Got 2 question marks at tackles. I don't know how. I mean, Bass and Hoffman, they're pretty much going to be gone. We're going to need a backup center. They're going to listen. They got Trevor Keegan. He's not a great athlete. I just think he's a left guard. Got question mark. What are they going to do with Pickens? The defense. I mean, we need a big edge. We need 2 monster middle linebackers. We need 2 safeties. And let's be honest, whether they're healthy or not, it's best case scenario is going to be Bland and Ravel until they get hurt. So we just have so much needs and not enough draft picks. I think we're uncensored. He's the cap guy. With 31 million or 28 million going over the cap already?
47 million.
47.
I personally just can't see how we kick this can down the road more, but also paying the quarterback and the 2 wide receivers. Has it worked for the Bengals? No. Has it worked for the Miami Dolphins? No. Has it really worked for the Eagles, really? Their savior was every single person on defense was on their rookie contract. That was their savior. I just think to make it to the Super Bowl, you do not need a $300 million quarterback, and you do not need $200 million wide receiver. And has Pickens played good in games this year? Yes. I still got bruises from the rocks that got thrown at me with the lazinesses, the route running, vanishing for games, not run blocking. And this is like when if you're working for your bone, this is his contract year. If he's doing this in his contract year, what's going to happen when he has $100 million guaranteed? And it's going to go like it's going to be a Diggs 2.0 situation. I guess they got to tag him. I don't know. I hope I'm wrong, but the Giants are young, but they're going to get a coach. If they have the first pick or the second pick, they're going to trade that back for a shitload of draft picks and get some offensive linemen and some running backs. Cam Scatterboom, he turned his leg into coleslaw. Let's be honest. He broke 2 bones and he had a ligament damage. That's a 2-year injury. So they're going to draft him back. They're going to draft some more linemen. And don't be shocked when they lap us. The Redskins are going to get healthy. Like I said, I hope I'm wrong. I don't want to come off as a Debbie Downer, but do we see like Terrence Steele looking like Eric Williams at this point in his career? No.
I think he gets cut. I'm going to talk about the cuts and money savings here soon, but let's get Champ's thoughts on Dak Prescott. Do you see the Dallas Cowboys making the playoffs with Dak Prescott at the quarterback for the remainder of his career?
I'm kind of like everybody else on the panel. I don't think so. Because for one, Dak is on that slope of his career going down. As far as talent level is going down. And he's still making the same mistakes as a young quarterback as far as reading the defense as whole. I don't trust the coaching staff, especially a young coaching staff that been with losing organization for the past several years. Jerry running the show, that's a definite no. Because it takes too much to build around Dak. And the past 2 years, that's what they've been doing. And you see the path to results. We didn't have enough money to sign quality of people on defense. We still putting duct tape on the positions that we definitely need to replace. It takes too much for Dak, so I say no.
All right, let's look at this real quick. Danny Savage was talking about captain. We're actually this is
Hey, hey, hey!
2026
You
here.
got to answer the question too, brother.
Who, me?
Yeah, we ain't heard from you. Can we
Oh
make
yeah,
it with
yeah,
Dak
that's
Prescott?
you.
Oh, hell no, we ain't making the playoffs with no fucking Prescott. you can add anybody you want, and nothing's gonna change, man. Because at the end of the day, I've seen Prescott with the defense, a good defense, and he still choked, right? So I think the older that Prescott gets, I don't think he's fine wine. All right, he's a boiled egg. Damn it! All right.
Mm.
He's a boiled egg, and right now, dude, that egg is going to start stinking because it's overdue to be gone. I wanted Prescott and Mike McCarthy to hold hands and walk out the Star and Frisco together, and we wouldn't even be forced with Schottenheimer. We would have been forced with probably a better coach who was able to draft his own quarterback. And my plan, half of my plan worked. All right. The other half of my plan was to trade Micah. I said it on the Cowboy Up podcast. You trade Micah, you get the draft picks, and you draft Dak Prescott's replacement. Imagine if Dak Prescott wasn't here this year. Imagine if Dak Prescott wasn't here last year, right? We would have been in a position to draft a quarterback.
Yep.
And so now, fifth quarter Cowboys here on the corner of Crazy and Cowboys. So now we're at the position where we extended him. See, I was on Twitter, guys, campaigning not to extend Dak Prescott, not to extend him. I was on I argued and argued and argued, and the Dallas Cowboys did it at the 11th hour. They signed him a few hours before the season started, and I said that was Jerry's top 3 dumbest move that he ever did. Firing Jimmy, keeping Jason Garrett as long as he did, and extending Dak Prescott. 3 dumbest things Jerry has ever done in his GM career. And he's done a lot of stupid stuff. All right. But at the end of the day, absolutely not. We got fifth quarter Cowboys on the corner of Crazy and Cowboys. What up, Fifth?
What up, man?
Hey, question at hand before we start talking about these maneuvering the draft and all this here. Dak Prescott 0-2 and making the playoffs since he got extended, Fifth.
Right.
Do you see the Dallas Cowboys making the playoffs again, period, with Dak Prescott as quarterback?
No, because you got to think about it. There's not a type of player you haven't seen on this team. You know, the sentiment was that last year we didn't make it because he lacked a number 2 receiver, he lacked a running back, and he was injured. You know, relatively, we had all of those things this year, and it just didn't happen. We had opportunity to win games, we lost. That Carolina game, we could have won that one. That game that we tied with the Packers, we could have won that one. There's no reason Arizona should have beat us. You know, and you know, he just always fall back into. I always say this: you saw the best of Dak Prescott in 2023. That was his peak. Mike McCarthy, and you said this too, corner. Mike McCarthy got the best out of Dak Prescott that you'll ever see. You'll never see him play like that again. 2023 was it. His motor has spent out. He reached his ceiling, and it really don't matter who you bring in here. They can re-sign Pickens. Along with Dak Prescott aging, other teams are getting better, and we just haven't been in position to. He said, "I can't stay, but everyone needs to drop." Yeah, but other teams are constantly getting better and getting younger, and we're not at that position, at the quarterback position. We haven't got young in a long time, you know. And like Cowboys blog, it's a young man's game, and he just doesn't have it anymore. You got the hybrid pass rushers and linebackers, and you know, we know how Dak struggled with those, and he reached his peak, brother. He'll win some games here and there, but I do not see him getting us to a playoff, even the first round, ever again. Just because of age, his talent, he reached his peak 2023, in my opinion, and I don't think we'll never make the playoffs again with him at that position.
Damn. And that sucks to say, man. That really sucks to say. Let's check out the 2026 cap, right? This is from overthecap.com.
I thought
Cowboys
Eddie was in here.
No, that was his comment.
Okay, my bad. Go ahead.
So with them cutting Trayvon Diggs, the cap did adjust. It's $33 million that they are under the cap. So how do you get over the cap, right? So if we go here and we do pre-June 1 cut, all right? Terrence Steele, if you cut him, $8.7 million right there. Malik Hooker, $7 million. Someone got a calculator. I ain't the smartest man in the world. I think that's 15. I think that's 15. Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. All right. Kavontae Turpin, get his ass out of here and save that $2 million. That's worth it to me. Logan Wilson probably won't be here. That's a $6.5 million savings right there. So that's $21 million. We're almost there.
23.
We're almost there. Solomon Thomas was a $2.5 million cap saving. Kenny Clark, they might be able to restructure that deal. I've been hearing if they do restructure that deal or rework a deal, give him an extension, that could be lowered to $10 million. So it'd save $11 million. So now you're broke even right there with just those moves alone. All right. And outside of that, now the only person, let's look at restructures. All right. And I hate restructures when it comes to this quarterback, but we got to talk about it just because that's just what it is. If they restructure shit stains quarterback contract,
40
they save $30.9 million on the cap. So now you have $30 million in cap saving. If they do CeeDee Lamb's restructure, that's 19. If they do Quinnen Williams, that's 14. Osa's contract, they save $12 million. Tyler Smith's contract, they can save 17. So they have a way, guys. They have a way to free up money without touching Dak Prescott's contract. If you looked at Quinnen Williams, if you looked at Osa's, if you look at Quinnen Williams, Osa, and who was the other guy that you say big money? CeeDee Lamb. They could free up a lot of cap dollars. And here's my segue to this. And Tyler Smith, yes. So here's my segue to this. How aggressive do the Dallas Cowboys have to be in free agency with the limited draft capital that they have? And I'll start with Danny Savage first.
You're echoing on somebody.
Yeah, somebody.
Mute up if you ain't talking.
All right.
We're not going to be. Dallas doesn't participate in free agency. The Jones will be on their family vacation playing fucking Naked Twister on the fucking, on the $90 billion yacht, laughing at all the fans, just like they did last year. Let's be honest. When was the last time we really went out and signed free agents, not 1-year rentals? 10, 15 years? So I don't see anything changing this year.
But how aggressive do they have to be, though? How aggressive do they have to be? We know the chance of them doing is slim, but how aggressive do they need to be to free up this money, and two, they'll get people in here because they got no second or third round draft picks or fourth round.
No, we have fourth. We don't have a second and a third.
We have a fourth.
Yeah, we have a fourth. We don't have a second, a third, and a sixth. It's just, unfortunately, the way free agency goes in the NFL, when you got guys like Kenneth Murray making $8.5 million, Logan Wilson was making $6.5 million. What are we going to do? Go out and get a good linebacker and pay $15 in free agency? You overpay so much in free agency. You're better off just maybe going out and trying to get a decent safety, maybe one safety. But I would still come out of this. I personally would draft 2 safeties. Instead of getting 20 guys on 1-year contracts, roll that into 3 players if possible. There's got to be an old backup tackle, out there. Unless the NFL thinks Tyler Smith is going to play left tackle for guard money, that's not going to happen. And then if that's the case, either they roll with Keegan or then we have to draft a guard. It's just, notice there's no easy answer with this, man, because we just have so many holes and they're not, Jerry goes, every time I pay somebody, they get hurt. So that's, he probably going to look at that way in free agency. It doesn't matter to him. He doesn't care, man. The stadium's
Right.
full every weekend. Nothing's going to change until the fan base changes.
Mm-hmm. All
Unfortunately.
right. Football Junkie, you can unmute.
Be
How
honest with you.
aggressive, knowing all that, how aggressive do the Dallas Cowboys got to be in free agency, knowing that they're limited at picking at day 2?
I feel like the Cowboys, what they need to do to basically to solidify themselves about how they're going to approach free agency, they need to go ahead and get a defensive identity through getting a defensive coordinator so they could have some formality of understanding of what this guy defensive scheme is and his defense approach is, so they cater to his form of schematics so that they could be more successful at what they're going to do. But to answer your question concerning what they need to do in free agency and how aggressive they need to be, not overly aggressive, because like they've been doing for the last several years, been overcompensating players that they shouldn't even be paying money like they've been paying them to be able to come in and do their job. Murray, I'll take another chance with Logan Wilson. I'll take another chance with him. But Murray, that dude right there really got to go. That dude got to go. He goes on the thumbnail too with Dak Prescott. But the performance of the defense as a whole, it has a lot of holes in it. If they're able to some way recondition a lot of these contracts to be able to overhaul what they need to overhaul defensively, they need to be on board, and Dak Prescott need to be the first one that needs to be addressed. Because the only way, me personally, I wouldn't agree to a contract negotiation if Dak would. Because you're supposed to be the leader of the team. You're the face of the organization. You should be the first one wanting to have a restructured contract for the sake of wanting to get to the playoffs and have a shot at winning a Super Bowl. You're supposed to be the one, supposed to be the main one doing it, and the rest will fall in the suit with you. If Dak is not the one that wants to do that, if I was CD Lamb and the rest of the guys, I wouldn't want to neither.
But real quick, and I hate to interrupt, but how does restructuring your contract show you a leader? He's getting his money either way.
It's turning into a signing bonus.
Either way, he's getting it.
He's getting his money. Either way it goes, he's going to get his money. But it shows the initiative that you're willing to reformat your contract in order to get some players in that are of quality or have money to go into the kittle for draft picks that you can go and be able to have some sign, because what you have to work with monetary wise can dictate what you want to draft and how you want to move up in the draft. If you're able to play the move up game with somebody to move up to a higher draft pick to get somebody that's of notoriety to help the team. But I mean, as you said, and I agree with you, Jerry don't care. He doesn't care. I say that with G. Hampton. Jerry don't care. He don't.
Yeah. Fifth quarter, Cowboys. Knowing what you know about day 2 in the draft, 0 picks, how aggressive do the Dallas? And you're on mute. And if you're not talking, remember to mute up. How aggressive do the Dallas Cowboys need to be in free agency this offseason?
Oh man, I don't. Oh man, they're limited because of their money. They're limited, man. Even with the freeing up, your aggressiveness can only it's only dictated by your money. How many picks? You can't bring in proven talent that's signed. You can't bring in proven talent. Like, what's out there? What's really out there, and what does it really matter? The aggressiveness is not gonna matter when you still got number 4 at quarterback. So your defense gonna go out there and get a few more stops, fumbles, and interceptions, then 4 get the ball back, and then what? We've seen what that happened when we was ranked top 5 defenses 2 years in a row. When we had guys that broke records on defense, nothing happened. So your aggressiveness only matter. You can't be aggressive. You feel me? Even with all those restructure, they're not going to restructure that many people. Look how many people we would have to restructure to make this defense solidified because we have so many holes. You can't restructure the defense enough to get you proven defensive ends or safeties or linebackers. You got to go in the draft, and then you hope that you can draft good. And even then, you don't have a second, a third, or a sixth. They're screwed. There's nothing you can really do. There's nothing you can do. What if your aggression is going to consist of? What type of players? How many players you going to restructure in 1 year because you're paying Dak Prescott all that money? Because CeeDee Lamb got that really big contract. How aggressive can you really be? How many people are you going to restructure? And then what does aggressiveness mean for this team when we've never seen it in free agency, man? We've never seen it. They rather overpay has-beens and trade for players that they're not going to use. Where's Jonathan Mingo? What happened to Trey Lance? What about Joe Milton? What about all these picks? What does it mean, bro? It's not going to mean nothing. Jonathan Mingo we needed that pick. Trey Lance, Joe Milton. They just not going to play. Shotty pretty much threw him under the bus when they asked him was he going to play in that last game. Shotty said, no, I'm going to play Dak because I want to win. What the hell type of stuff is that? And me as the lead quarterback, nah, man, I need to know if I'm out the game that he can continue to help us win. Let's put him in and see what he got. I'm giving him the reps. I got my money. I'm solidified over here. Dak is a selfish-ass player. Because I'll be the first one to restructure my contract if I'm making that much money to make my team better. I'll be the first one. You wouldn't have to come to me. I'm coming to you. That's why Tom Brady always took the less money that he took. And those Super Bowls show it. Dak is a selfish-ass player. He's stat padding for his career right now, and he don't give a damn about making this team, but he care about his damn money, bro, and he care about being the spokesman for this damn team. The aggressiveness don't matter because you can't really do much. And even when you do you really believe that they're going to go out and do something? Like, no, the Cowboys would rather give up a pick and overpay a has-been than be aggressive in free agency. It ain't going to matter, bro.
Cowboys champs.
Okay, if it was me, I would be aggressive on trying to find a left tackle in free agency. And on the defense side, I got to get take defensive tackle and the defensive end. The three positions I would try to go for in free agency. But they're not going to do that because we have Cap Boy. And Cap Boy being the sorriest player evaluated with McClain over the past 5 years. Cowboy has made a living out of signing 1-year deals. And you're not going to be successful like that. Until the front office change, nothing's going to change. Okay.
Oh, yep. Yeah, I think we're good now.
All right.
Oh, no, I think I moved the wrong person backstage. I think I moved Danny Savage. Nope.
No, Dan Savage right here. I see him. He in the middle. You have two 20s on your name.
There we go. I think we're good now.
You got two corners up.
Yeah, you got two corners up.
What the hazy?
Stop muting me. You got two corners.
I didn't mute you. If I did, it was an accident. All right. Uncensored.
They should be aggressive in free agency. It's probably not going to happen. As far as the Dak Prescott contract with freeing up money, and CeeDee Lamb, if I'm not mistaken, their contracts have clauses where the teams can restructure without their permission. If I'm not mistaken, that was one of the things
true.
with CeeDee Lamb and Dak Prescott. It's probably the same thing with Tyler Smith and Ferguson in them contracts too.
Quentin Williams might not though, because he signed that deal
Jets
somewhere
contract.
else.
But it seems like that's just standard. We'll overpay you a little bit, but we need the ability to kick the can down the road when we see fit. That seems to be the way they're doing it. But one thing I'm gonna say is Jerry Jones, re-signing your guys is not free agency. They gotta stop that shit. Because he tried that shit last time. We like our guys re-signing people in free agency. They need to go out. They got to go out. If they want to fix this team in the next 2 years, you got to go out and get bona fide stars. You're going to have to overpay for them. You're going to have to kick the can down the road from your superstars, and you got to hit in the draft. So if you will know how aggressive they want to be around Dak Prescott with how fast they restructure these contracts to free up money and how fast they get into the free agency pool. You can't go day 4, 5, 6 after all of the star players are gone and you're scraping the bottom of the barrel for people that are barely out of retirement. Otherwise, they're just wasting another 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
And hopefully Dak Prescott is the free agent after 2026.
Oh man, that'd be nice. But they have to be super aggressive if they want to be competitive. All right.
But
To me, were you done uncensored?
Yeah, I was.
Okay. They got to go. They got to be aggressive to be competitive. Now, they were aggressive this year and it didn't work. But if you look at the bums that they brought in, all right, I mean, just these are some of the names: Miles Sanders, Dante Fowler, Solomon Thomas, Peyton Turner, Kenneth Murray Jr., Elam, the corner from Buffalo, Robert Jones, who broke his neck in training camp, and then Jack Sanborn. And then you go trade for Quentin Williams and Logan Wilson, and Logan Wilson didn't even play a snap against the Commanders. So it's like, if this was your all in, we're screwed for next year. But look, I'm going to share my screen real quick. I'm going to show you guys the Dallas Cowboy free agents, and look how bad this is. All right, I mean, good Lord, let's pull this up here. Can everybody see that?
yeah,
All right, Kenneth Murray Jr. Who's re-signing him?
He's not a football player.
Yeah, he sucks.
He's not
Thank
a
you
real
for
football player.
FedEx.
So nobody's re-signing him. Donovan Wilson, who's re-signing him?
I'm not.
Tampa Bay probably pick him up.
I'm just saying. I'm sorry, I need to re. Are we re-signing him? Probably not, right?
No.
Dante
No.
Fowler, are we re-signing him?
Oh God, no.
No.
Robert
I forgot
Jones,
he was on the team.
the broken neck guy. Are we re-signing him?
No.
No.
Clowney, are we re-signing him?
No.
No.
I'd say maybe.
I'm gonna say it's a big possibility.
Yeah, I'll say maybe on Clowney. Javonte Williams, I'll say yes. Anybody else?
I'll tell you
Yeah.
what,
Yeah, I'll say yeah.
Most
So we're
definitely.
two players.
I would not use him to trade for a pick. I wouldn't resign him.
Well, he's free agent. If you don't resign him, you can't
Oh
trade him.
shit.
Oh, you mean like a comp pick for 2027?
I don't know how that
But
works.
this defense is so horrendous. We can draft a running back on day 3. And just the Blue and Mafia reports, this is just me, they might suck. But I don't believe anything that comes out of the Star,
Yeah.
news-wise.
Yeah.
I don't believe anything.
Who was Peyton Turner?
He was a defensive end that we got from the Saints. We're not re-signing him. George Pickens,
Exactly.
I don't know if I want a long-term deal with George. I would want a franchise tag. Anybody else?
I would franchise him for 1 year.
Tag him.
Yeah, franchise.
Football junkie?
I'm up in the air on that.
To sign or franchise tag, or to just let him walk?
As far as when you look at the monetary wise thing situation, I franchise tag.
Okay. Cool.
I play the franchise tag because we got a money situation.
Yeah.
So we got 3 players that we could possibly re-sign out of this whole list. Okay. Sam Williams, hell no.
No.
Nope.
No,
Jack
He's a Jalen
Sanborn,
Tolbert
hell
of
no.
defense.
hell
No,
no.
sir.
What number
Miles
did he wear?
Sanders, that's fifth boy right there. Miles Sanders, fifth. Will you re-sign him?
100%. My boy, you've been running with that for a while.
Miles Sanders was very productive while he was playing.
He was what?
Miles Sanders. Well, no, I take that back.
He played?
Yeah, you better take that back.
I take that back. No. No.
Miles Sanders,
No.
he
was about to get his first talking crazy moment right there.
No. I
He
take
sure
that back.
was.
I take that all the way back.
Yeah, no, not Miles.
Speaking of talking crazy, you guys are listening to Talking Crazy on the corner of Crazy and Cowboys. We got uncensored Cowboys champ, Daddy Savage, the draft guru, football junkie, and fifth quarter Cowboys. You guys hit like. Brando, drop their links. Subscribe to them if you haven't already. But let's get back into the show. Which one of you guys want Jalen Tolbert back?
Nobody, brother.
Nah.
Nobody.
Nah.
All right. CJ Goodwin, maybe.
He's a dud. He gone.
Special
Bro.
teams.
Nah.
He gone.
Yeah, anybody.
Yeah, he out of there.
Who the hell is Corey Ballantyne?
Is it not a liquor?
Is
Valentine?
he a practice squad guy? He might be a practice squad guy.
He may be. Akeem Adeniji, he's filled in a couple of times. Would you guys re-sign him?
I don't even know
No.
who it is.
That's the tackle, right? The offensive-
Yeah.
That's a jag, man. You can
Yeah,
find
it's
another
just-
one of him.
Yeah, that's
Brock Hoffman. You think he's going to get big money somewhere else?
He's gonna get at least $50 million deal.
He gonna get paid.
Hey,
Absolutely.
and he's an undrafted free agent, so they couldn't even use a chicken tender on him.
Pause. Real
Mm.
quick. Keep
He's gonna
going.
get at least $50 million, at least.
Before you go, corner, we could have got out of Brock Hoffman what Tyler Booker's giving us right now.
Absolutely.
We shouldn't have drafted Booker at that spot. But go ahead.
The offensive line is gonna miss Brock Hoffman, man.
Yeah,
Just like
Yep.
just like the cornerbacks miss what's his name that went to the Jags.
So you're thinking it's going to be a Gavin McGovern, or what's his name? Connor? No, it wasn't
Connor
Connor
McGovern.
It was Connor McGovern.
He got
Connor
like
McGovern.
42.
He went to the Bills. You think that'll be a repeat history there?
Brock Hoffman's gonna go get $50 million and probably be a Pro Bowl.
Yeah. McGovern got like 42 mil in Buffalo.
He got a
the Bills, yeah.
He did.
Yeah.
Go
All
ahead,
right.
Corner.
Y.A. Thomas, you guys re-signing him?
He's done.
It's a deep safety class.
He's restricted, so you can put a chicken tender on him.
Do you know? Did he give you enough?
Not enough.
Y.A.
No.
I think it'd be a good camp body to have. You know,
Okay.
especially at the chicken tender money.
Chicken tender. You stupid.
I've been calling it restricted free agents getting their chicken tender because Marshawn Lynch, he always talk about you take care of your chicken, right? So whenever
Yeah.
these restricted free agents, whenever you tag them, they get their chicken, right? So I always call it the chicken tender because they're getting tendered because they're a restricted free agent. That's where that comes from.
So the restricted free agents, that's the ones where if they get an offer out in free agency, the team gets to first refusal, right?
All right, put it back outside.
That's the difference between unrestricted and restricted. Yeah.
That's what I all right.
All right, TJ Bass. That's good news for the Cowboys. You get the chicken tender him too.
Yeah,
I think
they'll bring
gonna
him
let
back
play
for
the
body.
market. I think they're going to try to let the market set its value, though.
Well, yeah. So there's two types of chicken tenders. You can either restrict them where he can negotiate with the team and the Cowboys can match it, and if the team and then the Cowboys can match it, or the second one is they can put the tender on him. He can negotiate with the team, and if he does it, and if he signs with that team has to give it like a second round pick.
It's a first and a third for that one. That's the exclusive franchise if they're restricted.
Nobody's
Yeah, so that's how you can do that chicken tender. So there's a couple of ways of doing it. So
If somebody want to give up a first and a third for TJ Bass, they can have them.
Yeah.
that makes
Yeah.
sense of why they didn't extend Brandon Aubrey. They could chicken tender Brandon Aubrey.
Stop saying
Yeah.
that word.
Say, man, they don't need to let that happen.
Nah, just
I might sound nuts. If a team's offered me a 1 and a 3 for him, I'll take it.
I'll say something controversial. Let him go.
and I'm
I'll take
leaning there because what makes Brandon Aubrey special is that he can kick consistently from 50 to 59. You can get a whole lot of kickers from 40 to 49. And from 50 to 59 is where he's been missing lately.
And I feel like that shit is hindering Shotty from growing as a coach because he has that safety blanket. He don't have to make tough decisions in big moment. He could just throw Aubrey out there.
Yeah, he has been doing that.
Make
But-
him be a coach to where he can't trust his kicker from 50 plus to where he got to really coach. I hate when we have these situations. We had it with Maher, we had it with Greg DeLeg, and we had it with Dan Bailey to where they had a crutch to where they could just throw them out there. No, Shotty's a new coach. He need a guy that can give him the typical 45, 40. Brandon Aubrey is elite. I feel like it's hindering Shotty, in my opinion.
Yeah,
Okay.
I agree with that. I
Yeah.
agree with that. And if you looked at it, Jason Garrett got spoiled with a good kicker. Mike McCarthy got spoiled with a good kicker. Now Schottenheimer's going to get spoiled with a good kicker.
He don't even question it. He just throw him out there.
Right. That's
We're seeing
insane though. That this is news to me. That's why they did not re-sign him or extend him before, when everyone else got their extensions, because he's a restricted free agent. Holy crap!
Brandon Aubrey has scored 150 points for the Cowboys this year, which is a third of their total points.
Wow, that's crazy.
That's got to be like 400 fantasy points.
Man, now Shotty ain't got nothing to worry about. He don't have to make tough decisions. He throw him out there. Even with time where we want him to go for it, he's sitting RB out there. You will not grow us a new head coach like that, man.
Mm-hmm.
I know the Rams.
They got Josh Butler listed as a safety. That's news to me.
Oh shit!
Rams
What?
and the Jets have 2-1s and Dallas.
I didn't know Butler was under UDFA.
So my whole point is, I mean, let's go back over the list. Clowney maybe, Williams maybe, Pickens maybe. And then you got T.J. Bass White. So you got possibly 5 to 6.
Look at 8.
5. Is he back here?
No.
You possibly got 5 to 8 players that you can keep out of this whole list of free agency. But what player outside of George Pickens moves the needle for you, right? And here's another thing why, and Davis and Savage might hate me for this, but here's another reason why I feel like they have to be more aggressive is because I don't want them drafting defense in the first rounds with those picks.
Why
The Dallas Cowboys have shown me that they cannot draft on defense in the first round. Go ahead.
So in a perfect world, what offensive positions would you go with this teams with the picks we have this year?
If I don't sign Pickens, give me wide receiver.
No.
It's a decent wide receiver class, but there's going to be at least 3.
And then you can go O-line.
No, we
This is the problem with this draft, and this is just me, and my 2 cents means nothing. I do not have a single left tackle with a round 1 grade, and that's probably like the first.
What about right tackle?
Million. There's a million right tackles.
See, you could kick Tyler Smith out. What about left guard?
There's guards. There's guards. There's guards.
So you have a way to shuffle it.
There's maybe only 2 guards with a round 1 grade, and one of them played left tackle.
Go ahead,
Fifth. For Penn State. Drew Shelton was Penn State's left tackle. He's going to get thrown inside. And Penn State's left guard, he has a name that makes Vita Vea's name look like Bill Smith. I can't even pronounce it.
All right, go ahead, Fifth. Let me hear it.
How many offensive players did you got? We drafted Tyler Smith. We drafted Tyler Booker. We drafted Tyler Guyton, bro. I'm sick of the offensive Tyler Biadish. All these offensive linemen. Why we drafted that, bro? You just said that you like Flournoy. So if you don't sign Pickens, you can use that fella. Somebody mentioned it was a team in the playoffs that their offensive line don't even have a first round draft pick on it.
The Rams.
They got seconds and thirds and stuff like that.
Right. Yeah, 6 rounds.
I want both of those picks in the first round to be defense. Both of them.
How do you trust the Cowboys to do it?
I don't trust them to do nothing, but if they got to do something, I'd rather it be defense. I don't trust. Listen, how has it went for tight ends? How has it went for offensive linemen? How has it went? Period. They get it wrong. They get it wrong, man. They've done so. You want this for Dak? They've done so much for him, man.
I want this for the team because these players in these first rounds with their 5th-year options, they're going to be here when Dak's gone.
No, but what I'm saying is, offensive line talent. I think true DNs and those positions are tougher to come by. You really need to draft high when it comes to those positions.
Yeah, But what the Cowboys have shown me is they can't draft. That's why we're in this position that we're in. They can't draft defense.
I don't think they can draft offense either.
Well, that's they have a higher success rate on offense than defense, though.
But look though, look at the 3 Tylers. Those are all first rounds. You want to go again? You want to go again? You don't want to go back to the other side? We can't stop nothing on defense. They allow so many.
Tell me a defensive player in the first round that they drafted that's been good.
No, I'm with you.
Under Will McClay.
Oh God. Under Will McClay, first round.
In the first round defense. And you can count Tristan Hill because that was our first pick too.
Micah.
But I'll say we didn't even want him because we traded back with him.
No, but they still got they wanted
Devontae Smith. They wanted
wanted Sertan or CJ Horn, but they ran their mouth about it.
And they're gonna do the same thing this year.
They were predictable. Yeah, they were predictable in who they wanted.
But they wanted both of them. They wanted either one. They were like, "Well, we're gonna get him. We're gonna get him." Didn't get him. But I'm just saying, man. With the guys I looked at and the guys that it's some. But I'm with you though. Just because I say they could, I still would choose defense. Just as a Raku. Oh, Taco.
You want another Taco?
No, I don't. I just
Tristan Hill.
I just had Mexican.
I think that they gotta get away from the defense. They can't evaluate defensive linemen at all.
Marcy Smith.
But you got to blame the scouts for that because the coaches don't watch tape. They're listening to what the scouts tell them.
But Randy Gregory, DeMarcus Lawrence, Terrell McClain, what Malik Collins, we did okay.
Listen, I know it would probably
that was
be
Jason Garrett.
It would probably be the most boring draft. But if there's 2 stud linebackers there, I take them. Well, I take a stud linebacker and a giant.
Hey, bring it tacos.
I mean, why would you take a stud linebacker over a stud defensive lineman when the defensive lineman is the key to the linebacker's activity?
Well, you got front 7 anyway. We have
$100 million spent. We have $100 million in our 3-3 techs. And if I can get a giant edge that I want, I would take a linebacker and an edge, a big edge. If I can't, it'll be boring. Listen, Overshown looks like he's 90. He had, and that's But hey, 3 surgeries in 2 years, 3 years, that'll do it to you. So
ask Trayvon, he'll tell you.
Unless he comes back, it looks like our linebacker position is completely washed.
You got 0 linebackers.
2 young studs, or even get a giant linebacker and a giant safety, you have to realize without having a second and a third, especially the second first rounder, we're going to have to reach because the player you want is not going to be there in the 4th round. So they're going to have to reach. And our fan base thinks we're just going to trade back and get 1 million picks. And
we have no linebackers.
We have
none.
Stone has entered the Jalen Smith era. If you watch him when he came back, he's slow. His reaction is slow. He is slow. What we saw last year before last, when they said, "Oh, he had the quickest time to court," he's not that guy. 3 torn ligaments in 1 year. He's over. You have no linebackers. You have Logan Wilson. Hey, I'm even off the Shamir James train. He's done. You have no linebackers.
I'll throw this out there.
All player. So we ain't got no linebackers, bro. I would draft.
I'll throw this out there. I'll throw this out there, fellas. When you look at Eberflus, rather, when you look at Eberflus and what took place in Chicago, it looked like they didn't have shit. Defensively, it looked like they didn't have a fucking thing in Chicago. But after he leaves Chicago, they got about 5-6 Pro Bowlers on their defense.
They also
and basically that defense is still intact after he left.
No, they brought in 6 new players.
Okay, but it's about still intact though. They brought in 6 new players, but still though, it changed.
I agree with you. Coaching matters because listen, we saw it the other night. 30 kids from James Madison beat Alabama. So I agree with you. Coaching matters, but they brought in like 6 dudes, and those 6 dudes was starters.
But
You
but
know, I agree.
I get the point. But in the same breath, even we can look at our players and see they are trash. They not good. They not keep Murray. Kenneth Murray. I don't know how he in the league. Logan Will. You know how bad you got to be for them to forget that they didn't put you in rotation.
That's what they told Jerry Jones.
But at what point? No, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Fifth.
They say that unsensitive. The corner think I'm lying.
Nah, Matt Eberflus told Jerry Jones that they forgot to put him in rotation.
Yeah,
Jerry Jones said that himself.
Yeah.
But did he hide on the sideline at some point? He was like shoddy on draft day in the room. But at some point, you say, "Hey, like, hello."
Well, that's what happens when you put the coach up in the fucking booth.
You know what? Like, hey, can I play? Did I do something wrong? Did I?
What he gonna pick up the phone and call up and like, "Hey, coach, I'm down. I'm still down here."
He thought getting up there in the booth was gonna get him Dan Quinn swag. He's like, he got to let me go up there. You know how bad you got to be for Shotty to say we're gonna change this up. At the end of the season, maybe I need to go up here. That might not. Man, you suck.
They need to put him in the fucking parking lot. That's where I need to put it.
Yo, hey, Corner,
let him watch it on TV and get the delay.
Hey, Corner, what week was it when I told you to put his shit on the curb?
Hey, but check this out though. Speaking of Matt Eberflus, it's 50-50 on Matt Eberflus. Yep. From the word that is getting out of Dallas is it's 50-50.
They blaming the players.
If he's there, if we don't hear the news by Tuesday,
that's what I said.
He's staying.
Hey, y'all want to know something else? I think Terrence Steele is going to be on this team next year too.
Oh Lordy, oh no.
Yeah, I think so too.
I think they need so
I don't
much,
think that's a Mike McCarthy pet cat.
They need so much help on defense that Terrence Steele is bad but serviceable. They're going to keep him.
You cannot, Ezebaku cannot be your starter next year.
Oh, he needs 25 pounds.
He's small. He was on the ground more than the damn Hashers. He got bullied. He's too small. This reminds me a few years ago when we had those safeties at linebacker. He's too small.
Marquise Bell.
Yeah, he got long like a bell.
I know he only like 6'2" or 6'3", but I'll take that Bang kid out of the U. He's only like 6'2", though.
A hurricane? Man, we haven't got them since Michael Jackson.
Heavy, though. He looked like he weight on him.
Yeah, he's beefed up.
Real quick, though, when you said put his stuff to the corner, our fan base went nuts that we cut Diggs. The Tennessee Titans had a former first-round pick, offensive tackle, Taylor Lewan. You know how he knew he got cut? He opened the door of his house and they cleaned out his locker, threw his shit in a bag. He was like a 10-year starter, and his bag of all his equipment was on his porch. That's how he found out he got cut. But yet I didn't see their fan base going out there and going crazy.
Binks, you'll see a rant of rants from me if D-Law make it to the Super Bowl. I'm telling you now, I will get on this camera and go ape shit if DeMarcus Lawrence makes it to the Super Bowl.
And he's MVP.
And I feel like they're gonna win it.
Hey, do y'all notice though, outside of Micah, these players leave Dallas and they all shut the fuck up?
Yeah.
No, Micah was active the other day talking about Cowboys.
That's what I said. Outside of Micah,
He said
the rest of them are all quiet. They shut up. They're not doing podcasts and TV shows and all of that shit. You don't hear from them.
Different environment.
Exactly. Totally different environment. They on football focus. They go into football focused environments.
What you
But you know what's crazy though?
A lot of these guys that leave.
No, I was talking and everybody was talking on me. I said, am I on mute?
No, you're talking low though.
Oh, I got that $40 hollow stairs. You trying to sleep?
You told me you was gonna leave that in 2025.
Oh, I told
Corner. Yeah, you sure did.
You brought it in. It's fair game now.
Look,
Whoa.
I told what you said. Corner said, Sims can't make no rule to leave that in 2025.
I made that up. Well, I didn't make it up. It's the truth. But I brought that to light.
I said I was gonna leave it in 2025, but
You can leave it, but
fifth
the
round is over now.
creator
It's good for another
of
year.
$40 holla is not leaving that in 2025. No, sir.
Yes,
No,
we
sir.
are.
We got
Oh,
362 days to go.
And for what from the grapevines of the words, it's actually 2026. It'll be called $50 hollas now because the price of coochie has went up.
Depending on if it's coming from Venezuela.
Oh boy.
They
Corner,
got no
Whoa.
leader.
corner. Schottenheimer, what you expecting next year, man? This next season?
It all, dude. It's hard to say right now.
Right.
But if they are aggressive in free agency, if they draft offense in the first round and not defense, I can't trust these guys to draft shit when it comes to defense. I'm so damn nervous. I'm gonna be on the edge of my seat come draft night, dude, because I just don't trust them.
But look though, how bad can it really be? When
it could be, dude. You got 2 first-round picks. If you fuck this up, it will put your and you don't have a second and a third. This will put your franchise back. Mark my words.
A decade,
at least 5 years.
Can we do something to get a second?
You could trade that. You could trade your early pick to get into the second and to the third.
Would you
and just pick at the Packers pick.
It depends on who you trade back. You're not gonna get a second to move back 2 or 3 spots.
Nah,
you're going to be at 13 though. You'll be at 13 or 14.
Yeah, but you have to move back into the late 20s in order to make the value worth a second.
No. You won't trade your first. You'll give him that pick. You'll give him that pick in exchange for a second and a third.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
You won't swap. You'll
have 1 first-round pick, a second, and a third.
Yeah, you'll use that first-round pick
I see
to
what
pick
you're
at the
saying
Packers pick. Yeah.
Is that damn Packers pick so far back that it's damn near like a second?
No, it's going to be like a 21 supposedly.
Yeah, because if they get eliminated in the wild card, it'll be a 21-22.
But that 21
first round pick, what, 20 something?
But that 21 has to be on the point scale, more points than a round 2 and a round 3.
Where we at?
I'm not talking about the 21 pick. I'm talking about the 13 or 14.
You're talking about our pick, not the Green Bay.
Where's
pick.
our pick at?
13 or 14. If we
13,
lose,
14.
it can be like 12 or 13 or 14, one of them.
If we would have lost last week, we could have got as high as 10.
But Savage, whenever you think of that point system, you're adding the swapping of the first. You're not swapping that first.
I thought you wasn't wanting to swap the first.
No, you don't. You don't swap the first with them. You give them the first there, and then you take the point system and make it a 2 and a 3.
So you only have 1 first-round pick.
So you only have 1 first-round pick.
No, I'm losing, man. No, that doesn't.
That's the question was, can they do it?
Yeah,
yes, they can, and that's how you do it.
We'd be getting rickrolled, man.
Damn, Corn, I'm shocked you would pick an O-line in the first round, bro.
Oh, dude, I can't. Dude, if I hire a guy that's done nothing but fast food for IT, what the hell am I gonna get out of him? When they hire these guys in the first round to play defense, we're hiring McDonald's to do IT work.
You think they'll screw up at pick 12 on defense?
Don't screw up both picks if they go defense. It's the Cowboys.
They can.
It's the Cowboys.
If it was a top 5 pick and they were gonna go defense, I would breathe easy. But this is no man's land for them.
Dude, I would rather go with the scenario I just said. For them to pick 2 times in the first round this year.
But we haven't. I don't know. Our last 20 years of round 2 picks, the only people we've hit on were like an injured Tank, an injured Sean Lee, and an injured Diggs. That's it in the last 20 years.
Tank was injured at Boise State?
No,
he was injured like
his foot injury that he had.
Oh, he was okay. Randy Gregory, second round.
We suck in the second round, man. We're
second round, pick 60. Gregory.
I would only pick if we stay with them 2 picks. If they go defense, dude, I don't know how I can praise them.
I put that pick in the second if he's there. 6'4".
Damn. Y'all for that.
And no offense to the fast food workers. I didn't mean that to anything. I'm just saying job for job, it's completely different. So no offense to fast food workers.
Oh man, pick you at I don't know, man.
You trust them?
I'm saying Pat taking defense. Man.
I know they can draft wide receiver, and I know that they can draft O-line.
But what has that gotten us, though?
Nowhere.
But
So,
what
you
what
talking
did
about
Taco
drafting
do?
play-
What did Tristan
are-
Hill do? What did
Corner,
Morris Claiborne do? But what? I can't trust these guys to pick high with defense.
But I'm
Are you
basing
talking about drafting offensive players that'll be just so that they're here post Dak? Is that what you're aiming for?
Sure, that makes more sense too. I just don't want them to draft defense because they don't know how to draft defense.
But bro,
with them first two picks,
we broke records with letting teams score on us defensively.
You got to get defense.
But see, I'm going to be aggressive in free agent. I'm going to be like the Giants, 250 million bullshit. I'd rather take the chance of that. I would rather take the chance of that than them drafting defense in the first round with them two picks.
So that means you're going to have to kick the can down the road with Dak Prescott in them.
Yeah, I'd rather get young guys that we ain't got to get no big con. I'm basing it off us stinking up the bed with breaking records with allowing the most points in I forgot how many years. We need defense. We couldn't get no pass rush. We couldn't stop the run, and we damn sure couldn't get no picks. I'm going deep. I would make this a defense-heavy draft, bro. You got your running back. You got your
oh my god, dude! What if they draft an injured player? One of them picks like LV. Oh, dude, they could really fuck this up, man.
This fan base wants it.
God, I'm freaking out over here. I'm having a panic attack.
Who's our best corner this year?
Bland. It's Bland and Bland.
Cowboys corner. I was your best corner.
Yeah, facts.
Oh no,
that right there tells you that we need Diggs rated as the worst cornerback in the league this year,
and the weakest straw.
And these fans were upset about that. You released.
I want to know what Champ feel. First round, Champ. What you feel that first pick should be?
Number one, they got to figure out what they're gonna do about the DC.
Yeah.
I mean, depending on what they do to DC, if they get somebody outside of the organization, fix the defensive line first. I still want a big ass tech one defensive tackle and or defensive end.
I think I'm looking at DN, man. I'm cool with if they can kick Kenny Clark and Williams. I'm looking at
but see, on the problem with that, you need somebody younger and bigger behind them because you got to do that rotation because both of them is not going to be playing every down. Because you got to have that rotation to keep the defensive line fresh.
Quinn Williams Quinn Williams, bro. I want a defensive end. We can't get to the quarterback, bro.
Oh, dude, you want to draft
Taco? Your first round draft picks have to be starters, man.
They have to be
rotation.
Dude, they have to be good. They have to be great. Bro, I don't trust these motherfuckers.
And I'm gonna throw a caveat in here because I would agree with corner if they keep Matt Eberflus because somebody got to answer for Kenneth Murray Jr., Stan Byrne, and Elam being on this team. And it's got to be the defensive coordinator. So if they keep him, I don't value his evaluation of defensive players at all. So if they're gonna keep him, I'd rather have offensive players because they're gonna fuck that up with him with Eberflus.
You can
because Sonny Styles, I would love to have him.
He should be there with that first pick.
If Sonny Styles is still there,
they better draft him.
Yeah, run. Yet I guarantee you our phones are going to be ringing off the hook that day because teams are going to be looking to rickroll us. Listen, there'll be big giant one techs on day 3. There will be.
Yeah. Well, I also want, like I said, defensive end. I did say either defensive tackle or defensive end.
I'm sorry. I want a defensive end, a big one.
We need one.
Bubba. I'm with you, big dog, but I can't trust them to do it successfully.
I feel
you know what?
We could have Sonny Styles there, and they could have Moon no talent, and they're going to draft Moon no talent.
No talent. And you know what? What really did it for me, well, like you said, that year when they drafted LVE.
Now, linebacker-wise, it would be Styles, Hill from Texas, C.J. Allen from Georgia. Who else?
Reese
Got
will be
that.
gone, right?
That
And
guy down Ole Miss.
another position that the
would
Cowboys
believe
haven't drafted in the first round in a
I
long
don't
time
either.
is the damn safety.
Yeah.
Well, listen. At the end of that first round, you listen. If we're picking 21, you might be able to go back a couple of spots and still get this kid Emmanuel McNeil Warren out of Toledo. He's like 6'3", 230. But like I said, is it a little bit rich? It might be. But also, don't be shocked if a safety out of the MAC is better than Caleb Downs in 5 years.
We got
Don't be shocked. Don't
in
be
the first
shocked.
round.
But then again, but you see, the fucked up part is, excuse my language, but yet when day 3 comes, all the 6'5", 6'6", 6'7" edges, they're going to be pretty much gone. And
You got to get one early.
Yeah.
You got somebody. We haven't had. Listen, I had my things with D-Law, but you can't deny who he was. You can't deny who Randy Gregory was. And these guys were 6'4" up, 262. Come on, bro. We need that big guy. Ezra Rocky ain't it. I want the biggest. If they there at that 12 or 13 pick corner, I know what you're saying. Get them. Get them. You need a defensive end. We suck, man. You get a defensive end to pair with Williams now. Come on, man.
Yo, if they bypass Sonny Styles, if he's there, I might catch a flight to Dallas.
Yeah.
Oh,
Might catch a flight to Dallas.
Did y'all hear what
you're
Everflus
just saying
said?
that because you're an Ohio State guy.
No, Sonny Styles is one of the best linebackers coming out of the draft.
And he's not done growing. I'm telling you, he's not done growing.
Did you hear what Everflus said? What went wrong? He said when they got rid of the best pass rusher.
No,
early in the year.
When he was born, that's what went wrong. When he was born. But know what's messed up too is no matter what guys we get on defense this year, in 2027, we're gonna have a different defensive coordinator anyway. So what do we know if we're gonna pick that's gonna fit that guy's spot? Because come on, are we really thinking Eberflus is gonna be?
So you think they're gonna hire another bust for defensive coordinator? Or you think he's going to do a good job and he's going to get promoted to another team?
The thing about it is, who's in their right mind is going to work with Jerry Jones.
Right.
But but here, check this out though. Is it necessarily working with Jerry Jones or is it working with Schottenheimer?
Jerry Jones.
I mean, I'm okay if you fire Schottenheimer, bro.
You know what? I'm okay with that too. But do seem a little more involved. In the
Schottenheimer, side. You mean?
Yeah. Do seem a little more involved in the defensive side than McCarthy was.
On the worst defense the Cowboys ever had? That ain't like
yeah, that's not saying much either.
No, that's saying a lot because some guys still feel like they won't overstep nobody's toes and publicly say it.
No, you're right.
Schottenheimer publicly said that he was going to be in that defensive room all week with Eberflus. He publicly said that.
And they put out their worst performance the week after he said that.
And he cried.
Anybody that got any association with this defense need to be fired. This is fucking horrible.
But see, there was some sideline clips, and I got to find them so I can share it with you guys. Where I think Schottenheimer just gave up and said where he's going to be fucking gone anyway. Because there was a point in time, like before the week before he went up in the booth, I think Schottenheimer got tired of looking at him. He looked at Eberflus and said, "What the hell are you doing?"
I saw that. What the fuck are we doing? I
think he just put him up in that booth because he knew he's going to be gone anyway. So maybe he is fired. I don't know.
Why do you feel like it's 50-50 then?
Because the report's coming out of Dallas.
Because of Jerry, yeah.
But how do you sell that? Listen, Jerry's the genius. Jerry can sell dog shit. The Dak dog shit.
It ain't coming from Jerry. It's coming from James Slater. It's coming from Calvin Watkins. It's coming from.
But what I'm trying to say is to sell that to the fan base by bringing Eberflus back. Like Jerry's a genius. A genius.
He'll trade for Micah Parsons back.
Hey, give up 3 first. He'll give up 3 first.
I'm saying guys now, but I still don't think that they're going to do anything this year. But I'm just saying get them now because I don't think you do that with number 4 quarterback. I think he's done. He's over. He reached his ceiling. That year him and CeeDee Lamb went crazy. That was it. He reached. But you get these young guys now prepare for the future, man. And I will still draft a quarterback in the 3rd round. I don't care.
Absolutely.
I would draft the QB. I do not care.
Day 3, yeah. I don't have a problem.
Seriously, I would.
Yeah, because if he sucks, his salary's so low, you can just cut him.
I would draft one. I'm sick.
But
sick. We ain't
they
draft
throw-
the quarterback since Ben DiCucci.
But
hey, we're about to do final topic or final thoughts here on the corner of Crazy and Cowboys. This is Talking Crazy. We'll go with uncensored first. Uncensored. Final topic or final thoughts?
I'm gonna bring a final topic.
All right.
Hire Shoddy, hire Brian Flores, and let him hire his entire staff. Jerry Jones, get out of the way. What do y'all think?
Who you want to go first?
We just go. We'll snake it. We'll start with you, and then Champ and
Absolutely. You know, I told Fifth the other day on the phone. I said, you know what, Fifth? Fuck it. If they can find a better coach than Shoddy, bring him in. Fuck it. Let's just do it. So I'm all for it. Absolutely.
What about you, Champ?
Champ might
All
not
right,
be
Fifth, go ahead.
Right here, Fifth.
Yeah, I'm definitely with it. I think a new scene needs to be had. I think everybody needs to go. I mean, we saw in the offseason they was out there with Spider-Man mask on, and nobody had a problem with it. Dak had a broom up his ass with a horse head on it. You can't have
I forgot about that.
Remember we said this shit was gonna bite them in the ass? Now you go back and put that beside this losing season. Man, get rid of all of them. You don't do that on the sideline, man. Yeah, I'm 100% okay with that.
Junkie. Is he froze?
You there, Junkie?
Yeah, I'm here. Man, I have to say, yeah, man. I go with a new coaching change. I just scrapped the whole coaching staff pretty much, basically. I'm along with you guys, man, because when we played the LA Rams in preseason, they gave us a snippet of what was to come. They gave us a whole reality of what was to come for the 2025 season. And it was a reality of what was coming, and it gave fruition to what happened. Eberflus, man, that was really a bullshit move on Jerry Jones' behalf to go and get a defensive coordinator before you even hired his head coach. That is a typical Jerry move. Jerry and them need to really evaluate themselves thoroughly and thoroughly about what they want to do for his coaching. And if he's really serious about winning before he cashes out in this lifetime, he better make a move quick and strong on what he wants to lead the Dallas Cowboys organization.
All right.
Hey, Champ.
Yeah.
The question was, would you fire Shoddy, bring in Brian Flores, and let him hire his own staff?
Yep. Everybody that's on the staff, get in the pink slip. I like, there go the door. Don't let the dog bite you.
I think it's don't let the door hit you.
No, I'm going to let the dog bite you.
Involved.
Hey, Savage.
Just add a dog joke.
I'd fire everybody and invite Jerry to go rock climbing.
All right.
He fell.
Can I go next? Because I got to get out of here.
All right. Go ahead, Fit. You over there in your $40 holler selfie mode the host showed you.
I ain't got no, because I'm on the couch. I just got back from the Mexican restaurant.
That's racist. Why
No,
can't it
it's
just be a
not.
restaurant?
Dude, it's not racist.
Most definitely racist.
Anyways, man, I'm just gonna say final thought. I won't bring young guys in here and prepare them for the future. You know, you're not gonna don't do that. You're not gonna get much this. You're not gonna get much this year from these guys. I 100% feel no matter who you bring in here, Dak Prescott to reach his peak, and he will always just hit that ceiling, hit that wall of his limit. He's slow, you know, and he's always been a limited quarterback, even with multitudes of talent. every year. 3 head coaches, 5 DCs going on, multiple offensive coordinators, every type of receiver you can name, every running back you can name. He's had it all. One of the best offensive lines. There won't be success with Dak Prescott as far as anything besides a good season. And I'm at the point where he's not even playoff, make it to the playoffs anymore. He's not even first round Dak no more. He won't get there. 2 years in a row, he won't even get there anymore. You're not going to see even this year. They won't make the playoffs, and he's a big part of that because he's limited at this point. So my final thought is, I'm just ready to bring in young players in and prepare them for when Prescott is gone.
Yep, I like that. Cowboys Champs. Final topic. Final thoughts.
Final topic. Jerry is a bomb.
Oh,
Final thought.
what?
Copy and paste for next year for this team.
Yeah, what?
Okay.
Copy
He
and
did
paste.
not understand the assignment. Okay. Football junkie. You got a final topic? You got a final thoughts?
Final topic. Do we re-sign George Pickens? Do we franchise tag George Pickens or sign him?
All right. Who do you want to go first and then snake it through? Go ahead. It's all yours, football junkie.
Dana
Who do you want to
Savage.
go first? Oh,
Dana
Savage.
Savage.
Tag and trade. Just because we need the draft capital.
Wait, tag him and then trade him?
There'll be a team.
I like that.
There'll be a team looking to get him. You'd be
I
shocked.
like that.
There'll be a team. I'll back yo, no problem. But I need all the draft capital I can get. Tag and trade.
Tag and trade. Uncensored.
I tag him for next year, and then I'm probably looking to move on from CD the following year.
Oh wow.
And then if Pickens acts right next year, I'll sign him. Because CD is going to be up for the contract in 2027. Again, he only signed a 4-year deal. So are you going to pay him another 4 years on top of that? Or you get younger at the position, which is Pickens, let CD off the greener pastures, and draft a younger guy to be your number 2. You got to constantly rotate these guys out. We don't need to hold them and retire them as Cowboys. Let them go. The Rams just did it with Cooper Kupp. They drafted Puka Nacua, got a year or 2 underneath him, and said, all right, he's good enough to be 1. Sent Cooper Kupp out and got some other, and brought in an older vet on a lower contract to play number 2. So I would franchise him for next year, and then if his act is right all next season, I give him a contract that says CD out.
Okay. Phil.
Man, damn, I think you just tried to make a damn spaghetti pizza with that, man. That was crazy. I'm not doing all that, man. I'm with Savage, bro. Tag this dude and get rid of him, bro. You go get your receiver that can catch the ball, man. And I'm not expecting much with Dak anyway, bro. It don't matter. What's the point? What's the point of having both? It don't matter. Tag him and trade. You don't need that. And one thing, that's not a quick sidebar, but one thing I like about Corner is he will be on your side, but you do some bullshit, he will call it out. And Corner definitely called out him on his bullshit. Corner told me he definitely started to see traits of the Steelers picking, man. So I just even in a contract year, he showed you who he can be. I just wouldn't trust it going forward. You already got a ball dropper in CD. I don't want to bring him back, man. I would use him as trade bait, bro.
And I think most likely it would be a team that doesn't have a 2026 first rounder, so you can maybe fleece them for like a third, and it would be a 2027 first rounder. It would be a team that doesn't have a first rounder that would be like really like, yo, we got to get some players in here. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Cowboys champ.
Sense to me.
Same thing. I would tag him and try to trade him, get something for him. If not, then let's see how he work with a franchise tag. If he work out, then I'll try to move on from CD and drop that 88 from him.
Ain't gonna.
I was going to say that. Who's going to be the next 88? I was going to say that.
Oh man, you know they have wide receivers every year coming out in the draft.
You're right. No, you're right.
Hey, I'm out, y'all. Peace out.
Take care,
Peace.
Fred. We're gonna get
Cowboys
Jeremiah
corner.
Smith, man. What y'all tripping?
Cowboys corner.
No, dude, I ran a lot of scenarios in my head, and Savage, that was not one of the scenarios.
I would love to.
And so I go back to what I said earlier in the show. I would use those picks on offense and go draft me a wide receiver. If that's going to be my mission to tag and trade, I'm drafting a wide receiver, one of them first round picks. You can get Sonny Styles and a wide receiver. I think that's what we're doing. Shout out to my sister. The show's almost over, but appreciate you coming in, Amanda. Appreciate you. But yeah, I like that. Tag and trade his ass.
I got a question for you, Corner and Savage, about this. If you tag somebody with the franchise tag, can you trade them for less than what the franchise tag value is, or are you locked into that?
Locked in.
No, you're not locked in.
So you'll be
You're
locked
not locked
into
in.
the two
Not
first.
locked in.
You're not locked in. So the team, whenever they trade for them, they're going to be working with their agent, like with Micah, right? So the team's going to be working with their agent to get a deal in place, so they don't have to eat that $30 million whatever franchise tag.
Yeah, but that was different with Micah. Micah was
No,
on
but
fifth-year
it's
option.
the same concept, though. It's the same concept.
Yeah, but
Because-
the fifth-year
because
option
it
doesn't.
No, because if let's say the franchise tag is there just to hold the player in place, and they have a
Right.
deadline to strike a deal, and
Yeah,
either they
but-
play on that money or they don't.
But another team can sign them, and they owe you 2 first-rounders if they sign them once you tag them.
No,
I'm
not on
wondering
a
if you can
franchise
trade-
tag.
Yeah, on the franchise
No,
tag, it's 2
yeah,
Well,
first
it
rounders.
depends
So-
on what franchise tag they designate
So
it to.
they have the exclusive right franchise tag. That's a 1 and a third. I'm saying if you designate that tag, can you then trade for less than that tag? I don't know the league rule on that. Because the exclusive franchise tag is 2 firsts. If another team says, "I'll take him," here's
Let me
2
do
firsts,
research on it, and I'll get back to you.
Yeah, I'm curious on that.
Unless
'cause
Savage knows.
if that's possible, then I would definitely tag Pickens and then look for trade partners. But if you're stuck with they got to give up 2 firsts, you're gonna struggle to get 2 firsts with Pickens.
Yeah, you're definitely going to get two. You're not. Yeah, no one's going to give you 2 ones.
I don't know the rule. I'm gonna look up once we are.
I'm gonna look it up too. I'll hit you back
No,
up.
but I know guys have been tagged and have gone for less than 2 ones, but
Yeah.
it was always like a 1 and a 3.
Yeah,
Something
that
like
would
Whatever,
be the
I think it's
exclusive.
whatever deal they want, but I think they have to, in order for that to happen, I think I know the answer here. In order for that to happen, uncensored, the team with those terms, they have to negotiate a deal on those terms. So it's all about what the Cowboys put for a franchise tag term. So if they put that term like you're talking about with the 2 first, that team negotiates and wins, then they surrender those 2 first.
So
Or whatever it is.
So it'll allow, let's just say the Atlanta Falcons, just for shits and giggles. If the Atlanta
Right.
Falcons says you got the exclusive rights, I'll offer you a 3rd and a 5th, and the Cowboys can agree or say no, I want my 2 firsts that it says. Is that what you try? Is that what you say?
No, that won't happen. So it's whatever the terms is of that contract is. Now, let's say because let's say they trade them before free agency, right?
that.
Because you could tag them up into the free, like a week before free agency.
Yeah,
The Cowboys own George Pickens, and they have a tag window, and they could trade George Pickens on Black Monday because they still own the rights to him up until free agency starts. So you could trade him then and not have to worry about franchise tag lingo.
But you notice, I think they're going to have to make a tricky decision because it's either tag and trade Pickens or they're going to tag Aubrey. It's going to be one of the
No, you don't have to tag Aubrey because he's on a restricted free agency tender.
But that means okay. But I remember. I'm showing my age with the restricted ages, the tender. I know it had to do between Seattle and the Minnesota. There was a guy, Steve Hutchinson.
Okay, so I just looked it up. It was actually pretty easy. So the player would have to sign their franchise tag, and then you can trade them for whatever.
Yeah.
So George Pickens would
yeah.
he would have to sign the franchise tag with Dallas, and then at that point he's under contract. He can be traded like any other player.
Okay, there it is. Okay, so that's pretty cut and dry.
Yeah.
But the restricted,
it makes sense. It makes sense.
And the restricted tender works the same way.
The restrictions on the two first and the first and the third are
restricted and franchise. A restriction tender and a franchise tender are two different things.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, they work the same way before they sign. They put ink on the paper. Is that any team that wants to take them while they have that restriction on them has to give you either 2 firsts for the exclusive, or the restricted first is 1 and a third. But once you sign them under contract, you can trade them for whatever you want.
But this is where the restricted gets tricky. Like I said, I'm showing my age. It was between Seattle and the Vikings. They had a guard, Steve Hutchinson, out of Michigan. He was a first-round pick. And I think he was either a Seattle, I think he was a Seahawk first, and they tagged him like that. And Minnesota threw so much money at him that they had to trade him. Like, they screwed him. They threw so much money in a contract at him that Seattle didn't have the cap space. And they had to trade him for like, they had to trade an all-pro. They had to trade a Hall of Fame guard for like a 1 and a 3.
Yeah, that's it. That was
because they couldn't match.
They couldn't match
contract.
It.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah. That's accurate. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So, Savage, final thoughts or final topic?
I'm easy. Final topic. All right. Well, tomorrow they're playing at AT&T Stadium. Got more victims than Jeffrey Epstein. So,
oh boy,
maybe Burns or Abdul Carter could retire retire Dak tomorrow. I don't even know why they would even play him. I really don't. It makes zero sense. Champs, do me a favor. We all know Dak loves his stats, but the thing you posted the other day about Dak's stats, that the only stats for Dak that was important was the 0 All Pros, 0.
Yeah, with zero Super Bowl appearance, 0 Super Bowl MVP, 0 MVP, 5 playoff losses, 7 interceptions in the playoffs.
That's the only stats that matter.
The only accolade that Dak Prescott has is comeback player of the year.
Perfect example. Last night, Mississippi State is in a bowl game that means nothing. They have a freshman in there at quarterback, and he was looking good, and he's going to be the starter for the 2026 season. And he turned his knee into coleslaw with like a minute and a half left into the game. His 2026 season is gone. It's gone. Why do you want to risk your 70? So you want to pay Dak then 70? He's going to get paid $76 million to sit up in the booth or to sit on the sideline in a cast. It's stupid. It doesn't even make sense. It doesn't. It just. But what do I know?
All right. So, guys, that was Talking Crazy on the Corner of Crazy and Cowboys. Big shout out to everybody that attended Uncensored Cowboys Champs. Sports football junkie, Danny Savage, the draft guru, and Fifth Quarter Cowboys. Now, guys, if you're not familiar with Danny Savage and his work, he drops draft content daily. It is officially draft season. Follow the draft guru, Danny Savage, for all names, all positions. That Savage, how many players did you post about last year? Give us that number real quick.
800.
800.
750 players and then 50 sleepers. And out of those 50 sleepers, like 25 of them actually made teams.
Okay.
There you go. You got, and Brando posted the link right there.
Thank you.
You guys subscribe to him, listen to him. I tune in all the time to Savage. Even though I'm a quiet listener for a lot of guys like Cowboys Champs, Football Junkie don't put content up. Uncensored don't put content up. But like even fifth quarter, he does. He goes live, and sometimes I don't even comment. I'm just a quiet listener. Believe that or not, right? But shout out to everybody that joined up. Everybody in the comment section, appreciate you. Brando, the best moderator in the game. Happy New Year to everybody. Hope you guys have a blessed New Year. And let's do it, guys. Hey, Black Monday's coming up. We'll get to see, what Brian Flores does. It's gonna be a pretty crazy 48 hours starting tomorrow. So here we go, guys. And it looks like the road to the Super Bowl in the NFC is through Seattle. So they're the number 1 seed. So that's gonna be pretty interesting right there. So hey, guys, I appreciate you guys tuning in. It felt good to be back here on the corner of Crazy and Cowboys. Good to see everybody, interact with you guys. Great show tonight. I appreciate you guys. Cowboy Nation, are you in the Cowboys corner? Peace.
Peace.